Badger's known for might. Comic books and sci-fi dreams. Badger's team is on the scene. Controllers in hand, lands to command. Together they take a stand. Go, go, Badger's Nerd Force. Model masters never frozen. In their costumes they're in motion. Gaming legends, pure devotion. Paintbrush strokes, every hue. Badger's crafting something new. Armor shining, cosplay crew. Go, go, Badger's breaking through. Phantom strokes, every hue. Badger's crafting something new. Armor shining, cosplay crew. Go, go, Badger's breaking through. Fantasy and future tech. Badger squad, no regrets. Virtual worlds, battlegrounds found. With every win, they're powered bound. Go, go, Badger's Nerd Force. Model masters never frozen. In their costumes they're in motion. Gaming legends, pure devotion. Building dreams, piece by piece. Cosplay stars, they never cease. Buzzing, mashing, victory feast. Go, go, Badger's, they're unleashed. Go, go, Badger's Nerd Force. Model masters never frozen. In their costumes they're in motion. Gaming legends, pure devotion. Badger's team, they'll never fall. United geeks, standing tall. From dawn to dusk, they heed the call. Go, go, Badger's Nerd Force, conquer all. Conquer all. Badger's team, they'll never fall. United geeks, standing tall. From dawn to dusk, they heed the call. Go, go, Badger's Nerd Force, conquer all. Invite the working machine. Badger's leading through the night. Building models ready to fight. Go, go, Badger's Nerd Force might. Comic books and sci-fi dreams. Badger's team is on the scene. Controllers in hand, lands to command. Together they take a stand. Go, go, Badger's Nerd Force. Model masters never frozen. In their costumes they're in motion. Gaming legends, pure devotion. Paintbrush strokes, every hue. Badger's crafting something new. Armor shining, cosplay crew. Go, go, Badger's breaking through. Phantom strokes, every hue. Badger's crafting something new. Armor shining, cosplay crew. Go, go, Badger's breaking through. Fantasy and future tech. Badger squad, no regrets. Virtual worlds, battlegrounds found. With every win, they're powered bound. Go, go, Badger's Nerd Force. Model masters never frozen. In their costumes they're in motion. Gaming legends, pure devotion. Building dreams, piece by piece. Cosplay stars, they never cease. Buzzing, mashing, victory feast. Go, go, Badger's, they're unleashed. Go, go, Badger's Nerd Force. Model masters never frozen. In their costumes they're in motion. Gaming legends, pure devotion. Badger's team, they'll never fall. United geeks, standing tall. From dawn to dusk, they heed the call. Go, go, Badger's Nerd Force, conquer all. Conquer all. Badger's team, they'll never fall. United geeks, standing tall. From dawn to dusk, they heed the call. Go, go, Badger's Nerd Force, conquer all. Sci-fi dreams about to see who's on the scene. Controllers in hand, lance to command. Together they take a stand. Go, go, Lazarus Nerf Force. Model Masters never frozen. In their costumes they're in motion. Gaming legends for devotion. Paintbrush strokes, every hue. Botches crafting something new. Armor shining, cosplay crew. Go, go, Lances breaking through. Laser strokes, every hue. Botches crafting something new. Armor shining, cosplay crew. Go, go, Lances breaking through.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Franky Friday. My name is Batir D Raps, and y'all, we're gonna get a little bit nerdy here. As you can see on the screen, I've got toy cam shifted into paint cam for today. I got some paints right here, mostly off screen. It's really exciting. I've got my Corvus Black Star that I need to do oh so very much work on. And I also have a number of Reaver Space Marines that need work. So the plan today is for me to get some tunes going here in just a second, and then we will be jumping into some painting. I am very excited. Da, 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 da. Let me pull up Lo-Fi Girl because she's okay with us using her channel. Some background music. Let me turn on tunes. There we go. There we go. Alright, let me make sure I've got my stuff up. Everything's going. I've got my supports pulled up. I still have my Joy Toy Night page. I'm very excited about that. I hope that I can get it. Welcome in, Shadow Queen. Thank you for the check-in. I appreciate it. Got a nice cold Dr. Pepper right here. Okay. I am wondering to myself if I should do any panel lining on this. I'm not entirely sure that is going to be necessary, but it actually might be. Just because it's all black and it doesn't have rivets. Well, it does a little bit here and there. But I also need to pull up a picture. Pull up images. That is like absolutely beautiful. Let's see. Okay, I have a picture pulled up. Yeah. Sign me in. It's fine. Dang, this thing got expensive. What's up, Pirate D Booty? I appreciate that work, Lark Shadow Queen. Thank you. Okay, here we go. More gold on it. What up, man? How you doing? Also, welcome in, fellow member of the D Clan. Thank you for your check-ins. Looking at some pictures of what I'm working on here. Getting some ideas for where some of the paint needs to go. Are they mostly with Las Fusos? No, they're not all with Las Fusos. Okay. So I'm gonna go with Lead Belcher. And we're gonna take this brush. I think we'll be able to stand what's about to be a lot of abuse of this paint. You know what? I'm also gonna take off my shoes. I'm done with work. I can de-shoe and de-sock my feet. Rockin' and rollin', my guy. I fixed my sleep schedule a bit too well. My body woke itself up at 4:30 a.m. Oh no! Oh no! I mean, the good news is that means on the nights where I don't work, when I do a stream in the middle of the night, you can tune in if you want to. You obviously don't have to. Genuinely, no pressure. I'm just a man on the internet, trying to make his way through the galaxy like my father before me. My father's not a man on the internet. He's not. But he does have special interests like I do. I don't hate this new schedule at all. I missed seeing sunrises. Yeah, I started working overnights for the first time in like 6 years, and yeah, I'm seeing a lot of sunrises again, and I'm like, honestly, part of me already over it. Painting, that is right, Aegis. I'm doing what you should be doing. With your towel. Everyone knows that red is faster, and blue is lucky, and purple is the sneaky color. Alright. The good news is I'm going to put lead belcher on these like intakes. And it's nice seeing that on the picture, it's going to go all the way back. I thought it was just the vents, so now I can be a little bit more liberal with the paint. Boop, boop, boop. Ooh. Oh, here mine. I've been using the same paper towels to dry my brushes on and shit for like a year and a half now. Might have got my brush a bit too wet. How's everybody doing? My only issue with sunrise and sunset is I keep on working in places that are east of where I live. Always driving into the sun before and after work is rough. I know that. Welcome in, Marco. I have never once thinned my paints. I don't think. I don't know how. No one ever taught me. At least not in the way I probably need it. So if you're expecting a very professional painting session, you're in for a rude awakening, my friend. I've never painted Warhammer yet. I have about 100 euros plus paints, but I've yet to start. Honestly, it's a lot of fun. But that would make a already expensive hobby ridiculously more so. Are you talking about buying paints and stuff? Miss some spots on here. Okay, and then these vents leading to both wing thrusters are also going to be silver. Basically, I'm going to be doing some painting, and then when I'm done, I'm going to come back through and touch up with Corvus Black. Batir D. Raps. More like Bob D. Ross. I like that. No, it's more the miniatures that are expensive for me. That's fair. How does someone else paint my miniatures? Oh, yeah, that would be expensive, Aegis. But 9 more Space Marines to fully assemble in a full Blood Angels army box. Nice. Blood Angels are pretty cool. They are pretty cool. See, the hardest thing for me, chat, I really should move my mic when I do painting. So the hardest part about painting for me is basing it and then picking the first section of a model I want to work on. Once the model's based and I have something I can lock in on, then I can start clearing it like section by section almost. What sort of theme are you going for with your Black Star? Well, it's for the Death Watch, so it's gonna be mainly black. And I've been thinking about, instead of red stripes, do blue stripes, because I don't need it to be fast. I feel like I'd rather it be a little lucky. I have these storm bolters to paint. Thumb started to hurt there a little bit. Trying to get back into the painting groove because I want to get some more Primarch models and paint them. Trying to decide if I'm going to get Gilliman or Angron next. I know I could do it, so I got a loop lamp today for when I start painting, so I can do it without breaking my back. That's a good call. I got beer back home. You're gonna lurk for a bit to take a shower. No problem, Booty. No problem. I do have a couple different options, but for me, it's really just I haven't found the perfect thing to work for me yet. Not yet. I will. It's just a matter of time. I'm actually going over some stuff that's going to be gold by the end of this, but I wanted to get some paint on some more sections of the model. And I got all hot and sweaty at work. I gotta take a shower after stream. And make sure I do that before I go to bed. Which means I'll need to make stream a little bit shorter today since I didn't have time to do that after I got off work. Yeah. Bring in those storm bolters into focus. And it wants me to kind of put a red on the like the casing of the storm bolters. So I gotta figure out what color I want that to be. I think I'm gonna give this Cantor blue stripes, so it can kind of match my Void Tridents. That also probably needs to be silver. Does my thumb keep hurting for the position I'm putting it in? That's not fun. I just put my hand in wet paint and I was about to be a little sad with myself. Also, one moment, there's something I forgot to do on Discord. There we go. Bum, 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 bum. Let me pull up my stream on my phone so I can see any redemptions that people do, because otherwise they will get missed. I will fail to see them. Let's see. Need to touch up the silver on one of these Inquisition eyes. Come through with black and a little, or with gold, and fix the actual eye piece here. Right now I'm just working on filling it in. Awesome thrusters. I love these models, man. Ooh, I need to paint the rear storm bolters as well. I tend to pick one brush that I like and just go to town using it for everything. Now we can see the rear storm bolters. Sadly, the ramp doesn't drop down, though that would be really cool if it did. Alright, let's look at some other pictures. Oh, that's a big... okay. Okay. Oh, that's it built without the storm bolters on top. Okay, there we go. Although I did build this piece backwards. It happens. Hey, MK, welcome in, my friend. Here I am, forgetting how I'm holding the brush, and I started fingering the painty end of the brush. Whoops. It's like, why does that brush feel so strange? Okay, so we're going to clean off the lead belcher. On my ever handy dandy paint rags. And we are going to grab us some Retributor Armor Gold. Happens to be the best of us. Happens to the best of us. And I also get emotionally attached to my favorite brushes. Yeah, absolutely do I do that. I definitely do that. See if I can get in some of these angles. Oh, I can. Look at that. I love that. Love that for me. Oh, looks like I might need to get some more Contributor armor on it. I swear, things happen for a reason. I was just looking into getting paints for my first set of minis. Do you have any recommendation? I've been looking at Citadel and Army Painter. Welcome in, Rome. I personally use Citadel paints. They're what I've been using to paint models since I started painting models like 4 years ago. I actually use them to paint a lot of Power Ranger models for Heroes of the Grid, even though the paints don't work as well with those models. Because different types of paints work better on different things. But I am very happy with Citadel paints, all in all. There are probably a lot of people who would recommend other companies, but it's just the brand I'm most comfortable with. And once I get comfortable with something, it's probably what I'm going to use forever. And now, it's hard to tell because of the guns, but it's an Inquisition eye on the top of it. We're going to edge this a little bit. Not like gooning kind of edge, just give some edge and extra detail. We'll do the same on the back. Man, slowly but surely, section by section, this is coming together already, and I love it. Okay, dope. A lot of people on Reddit have been saying personal preference, but I'm like very new to this, so I've not experienced it yet. And good morning. Well, good morning to you again, Rome. Yeah, it really does come down to personal preference. I would say find out what kind of paint options you have at stores nearby. If you have a Warhammer store near you, they'll have a ton of paint options, which is kind of why it's what I ended up doing. Yeah. Inquisition eye. I love it. Now to do this eye. Oops, got a little sloppy with it. There we go. Now we have the Inquisition eye on both forward doors. Yay! It's coming together. Now I'm going to find my Cantor blue. There it is. And instead of adding the red bits, I'm going to add Cantor blue bits. I'll go check it out. I have a Games Workshop near me. There you go. That should do the trick. And you can also ask the person that works there more about the paints, what kind of paints they're looking for. What kind of miniatures did you get, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to share, but I am genuinely curious. I think the reason there is red on this is because that's Inquisition colors, but mine's going to be a little bit different. Oh no. What happened to my paint? Did it somehow dry out? Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. There we go. Recovered the paint. Also, to be fair, it would definitely seem that next to this black, red would probably stick out much more. Or if I used a brighter blue. Also, damn, I laid that on thick. This is why someone told me to thin my paints. Alright, so maybe I will add some red. Red might be needed. We shall see. Because this will also, until I get a Storm Raven, this is gonna proxy. Excuse me. This is gonna proxy a Storm Raven in my Void Trident's army, which is really exciting. You got a Beast Snagaboys from the wife for Christmas. Hell yeah, man! That's awesome. I bought myself some models for Christmas. I don't know if Freya is also going to give me models. I don't know. But I picked up a captain in Phobos armor that's supposed to be here Sunday, as well as a squad of eliminators, or 3 snipers, basically. I ran snipers in 10th edition. I don't feel like they did a great job back then, but I'm ready to be hurt again, as it were. And this is the panel. It's gonna have the blue strip. Yeah, I could definitely see why it should have been red. Little blue stripe. And the same on the other side. It's an ad. I am back. Welcome back. And Otto, beg my pardon for interrupting a late Merry Christmas. Holy stuffing, your painters. You painters make this look easy. I've been doing this for years, Pawnee. I have been doing this for I've been painting models for 4 years now. So yeah, welcome back, Rome. Beast Snagaboys, that's awesome. I was saying that I bought myself some models for Christmas that'll be in on Sunday. I bought an HQ unit, a Lieutenant in Phobos armor, which is actually the same model that they used to create the second company captain in Space Marine 2. And I bought myself a squad of eliminators, which are 3 sniper Space Marines. I am very excited to get them in and get them built. I built them and painted them before, but when I sold my very first Space Marine army, I sold those as well. And it just takes practice. I don't really feel like I'm very good right now. Both Potato Bun, Stew, and Starbug are much better at painting than I am. Leagues ahead of me. I just started with some knockoff printed models. Now, let me cook. I'm happily 3D print knockoff Space Marines to learn on before getting real ones, and phew, it's been a challenge starting from scratch. So, the fun thing about getting Space Marines to start on, you can go to any Warhammer store and they will have models specifically to like learn how to paint, that you can get and paint at the store, and like they can give you instructions and help things like make sense and give you ideas and whatnot. Okay, we're gonna switch brushes for a little bit. Do you play the tabletop at all? Yes, I play the tabletop. I almost canceled stream this morning because I thought about coming home, waking Frey up, and be like, "Will you come play some 40k with me?" Because I don't think I've played a single time all of December, which makes me really sad. But everybody's busy and life be lifin'. What's this brush? Ah! Keep grabbing it where there's wet paint. You know what? We're going to use Passionate Copper for this. I have a Space Marine army, a Thousand Suns army, an Imperial Knights army, a small Imperial Guard army, and then technically I have an Imperial Agents / Death Watch army. Yeah, I'm liking that. This is looking good. I don't know when I'll ever take this to a game, but it'll happen one day. So there's some of those flaps, and then we've got some back here. Okay, and then that is it for Passionate Copper for now. Let's get some more lead belcher on here. Yeah, it's coming together. Dig it. Never played this, but thanks to the podcast Adeptus Ridiculous, kinda binged some bits and pieces about factions, races, lore. I love Adeptus Ridiculous. I listened to every single one of their episodes for the most part, though I haven't listened to the episode where they made their own army rules. Their newest episode. I haven't listened to that one yet. Let's see. Not bad army list. Now the age-old question: what got you started in this, and what was the first army you got? So the thing that got me into 40k was Hammer over on TikTok. A bunch of his videos, and then by the time I found his page, he had a YouTube and like 5 lore videos up. And the first video I watched in its entirety was the Death Guard video about Mortarion and the Death Guard. So that was my planned first army, but then I ended up starting with Space Marines, as many people I feel like end up doing. What's it about to do? Oh yeah. Now for painting the minis, I'm guessing building and then painting works a lot better, right? That's what I would do until you really get the hang of painting. For me, historically, if I assemble a little bit, paint, assemble a little bit, paint, the end result is much, much nicer than if I assemble it and paint it. Airbrushes might also help, but I really advise getting used to it with the brush first, just to get that skill and that experience under your belt, because it is very soothing. It's like a moving meditation for me. And I worry that airbrush might take a lot away from it. But I listened to Hammer for a long time, and then I eventually stumbled upon Adeptus Ridiculous episode. What was it? What was the first one I watched? I don't remember the first episode I watched. The one with the fat Geralt joke in it, for sure. First army I'd like to get was Death Corps of Krieg until I saw their price list. But lately I'm leaning into Necrons because one Overlord alone. I mean, I really do like Necrons. I really like their Tachyon arrow that you can take. I fought Necron. The last time I fought against the Necrons, I won without losing a single whole unit. I might have lost a couple Rubik Marines, but it was a really good time. That was, I think, early on in 10th, when I was really, really fucking swinging for the fences when I played my Thousand Suns. I was coming in like full throttle with him. I mean, Trazon is what won me over to like him. Trazon's pretty cool. I also highly recommend The Twice Dead King. That's a really good book. The first one's really good. I don't like the second one as much, sadly. And some black to these bolters. Of course. And Adeptus Ridiculous, I would say the way they do their lore is entertainment first, accuracy second. Luton is also an excellent source for lore, but I haven't gotten used to his voice yet. Once I get used to his voice, I'll probably binge all of his stuff. Alright, do I have a red paint over here? One from brown. I do have Mephiston red. I think I am going to give it 2 red stripes so it could be faster. My stripes aren't going to be as nice, but it'll be something. Yeah. Oh, that's very vibrant on camera. Gosh, I love gunships. Gunships are so cool. So cool. Yeah. I think I might add the brown on top. Maybe we'll see. Oh, thank you. I don't know how long I've been muted. I muted to talk to my kid about the dog real quick. But yeah, I have a date with both Freya, my partner, and a bro date with my best friend. Where he's gonna come over. We're gonna watch Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and then we're gonna go to the theater and see Sonic number 3. I'm very excited. I freaking love these movies. I freaking love them. They're so good. They're so very, very good. At least now I'm unmuted. But there is a little bit of a delay. Yeah, it's coming along. Soon it'll be flying into battle against all sorts of Xenos. Yeah, baby. Love it. I love it. Right, I have some to do some touch-ups with the Black Star. With the Corvus paint. I think I have just the blue for some of these lights that I want to do. Switch back to this brush and do Teclis blue. Teclis blue. Welcome back, Djibouti. Good to have you. Is there a camera on the back? No, there's not a camera on the back. Honestly, this is the blue I should make. The blue stripe, the blue stuff. So what if I... this. Ned. Heck yeah, Dr. Pepper, man. Dude, I love Dr. Pepper. It's my go-to beverage. Ta-da! What do we think, chat? YouTube, Twitch, anybody, tell me what you think of it. I don't think it's great, but I do think it's a bit fun. Do you think it's a bit fun? Everyone loves little DP. I mean, that's true. That's true. It's a great soda. I think it's officially the #2 soda in the U.S. now. My family jokes that I'm at least partly responsible for that with how much of it I drink. Which is good, because Pepsi sucks. Alright. Got us some blue stripes to highlight the red. Okay. So now, put that away. Clean our brush. We're going to bust out the lead belcher again, but this time it's for painting rivets on the gunship. Pepper fed my sugar addiction for the longest time. That's awesome. Or not awesome, depending on how you look at it, but great. Because Dr. Pepper's amazing. There aren't a ton of bolts on this. Oh, I spit on it. Whoops. Spit on that thing. Don't spit on your models. Don't do it. It's not good. Just had to make your obligatory Hawk Tua joke. You're like, there's the glasses. See, the thing I like about painting bolts on vehicles is it starts to really bring out the definition of it in my mind. Because somehow these little silver dots draw your eye and just, it's a nice little attention to detail to me. Over here to this side of the gunship. And miss some bolts over here. Saliva makes better blends than water. Is that so? Interesting. Shit. means I got more bolts on this side still that I missed. That's it for the lid belcher for now. We need to do the copper one more time because I missed some hinges for the fins. Thank you for the check-in, Sky. Welcome in, Emilchin. How you doing, Emilchin? We're gonna flip this the other way. I spit on it there too. I don't know why I'm spitting so much. I'm doing pretty well. I'm enjoying painting a Corvus Blackstar, which is a gunship / dropship from Warhammer 40k. It's a vehicle I really like, and I've wanted to get for a while now, and I finally just pulled the trigger recently. Oh, wait, are there bolts on the wings? There are bolts on the wings. Oh, I almost got more of the wrong paint. Not done with the lid belcher like I thought I was. Sky, you don't need to redeem that. You already have your own intro. Okay, there you go. It's set up and enabled. I don't know how to link it to any sort of video or animation, so it's literally just a check-in. However, I do still need you to do the check-ins for the Discords because that writes it to a document that I use to do my shoutouts. Welcome in, Ninja. How you doing today? Painting a Corvus Blackstar from Warhammer 40k. Having a really fun time doing it. I think now that it has multiple, like at least 3 colors on it, I think it's table legal now. Yeah, yes, it's a Deathwatch gunship. Yes, yes it is. Hey Lord Valak, welcome in. It's 4-man gold, silver, red, black. I'm not sure what you're asking, Ninja. Do I want to attempt to edge highlight this? If so, what do I want to use? Said 3 colors is table legal. Yeah, gold, silver, yeah, so it has enough different colors on it to be table legal. Light gray for edge highlights? Maybe. I don't even know if I have a light gray. Oh, actually I do. Welcome in, Potato. Yeah, I'm actually. Ooh, look it. I did. I did blue and red stripes on the wings. I'm very excited. All right, so I gotta. This might work. Welcome in, Wise Llama. Thank you, Potato. Oh, that's a glue line, maybe. Getting ready for work? Nice. Had a successful paint night myself and got stuff I needed done. Hell yeah, Potato, that's awesome. I love that. Trying to decide if that's visible. Oh yeah, it is kind of visible. Okay. Good. This might actually work. Oh yeah, this is kind of working. Sweet, I love that. It is a cool ship, right? I love the Corvus Blackstar. It's so fucking cool to me. almost worry I'm being too heavy-handed with it now. I have like 5 projects going. I need to clean up my craft room before I do more stuff. So what did you work on? I'm pretty sure I had you pulled up when I was getting ready for work. Celebration painting. Ah, nice. I'm not the best at edge highlighting, but I feel like it's coming through a little bit. Giving lanyard charms as gifts. Ooh, that's awesome! That's really cool, Potato. I love that. It's super fucking cool. Ooh, there's bolts on the bottom. There's bolts on the bottom. There's a lot of bolts on the bottom. Maiden name is Bun Bun, and I'm giving flat. That is so cool. It's fucking adorable. Put that down. Ashnut copper. Chat, there will be no stream tomorrow as I'm coming home, going to bed immediately, and then I'll get up at like 4 p.m., watch Sonic 1, watch Sonic 2, and then go see Sonic 3 in the theaters. Much excite. Much excite. Plus, per unit, it's less than 15 cents. Not nowadays. Costs of items went up, but when I bought them, okay. Typically, that's not counting labor, but it's going to be fun to make charms. I think that's awesome, Potato. Welcome in, Dingo. Let's have a break. I know you've been. I've been busting my ass, you guys. I've been busting my ass. I had an awful night for the first half of last night. Like, they put me in a department that I fucking hate. I just, like, I went from, like, I walked in a good mood. I felt like I knew what I was getting myself into, and then I was very wrong, and I was just so pissed and so fucking upset. Felt like I was a fucking asshole. Just not well behaved. Didn't do a good job. And I nearly rage quit my job last night. I nearly rage quit. That's how fucking irritated I was. But then break came along. One of the 2 trucks was canceled. And I picked up a transformer at the start of, right before my shift started. I picked up the Dinobot Swoop. It ended up opening him at break, and I played with him for like 5 minutes, and that made me feel a lot better. So that was nice. Doesn't excuse my irritation or attitude, but it helped turn things around. And then I ended up getting help in the department they stuck me in. I was very close to canceling stream this morning. I was very close to doing that. Wouldn't blame you if you did. Yeah, it was just very much like, no, I missed your stream one morning because I slept in and I was so sad. I don't want that again. I do my best to stick to a schedule. Probably no weekend streams this weekend unless Saturday night I decide I really want to play some Rogue Trader, since everybody else will go to bed and I won't. So maybe after the movie, I might stream some more Rogue Trader. We will see. We shall see. We'll say that I'm used to having parts of my job that I hated, and the more I work, the more jaded I become in the sense that everything is the same. It's the same paycheck. Yeah. Used to work at a corporate job, and I totally get your feeling. I did rage quit that job. I've only rage quit like one job that I didn't like, and I was tired of it. I need this job, sadly, because when I wasn't working and I was just doing Twitch, well, I feel like the content I was putting out was better. I had usually got more subs, more bits, all the things, because I could do long streams, I could manage incentives, all the kind of stuff. We were barely scraping by, so I really needed to be responsible and go back to work. And that was the only way we were able to give our kids Christmas, is really with me going back to work, because then we had more than just money for rent. So we were able to celebrate Christmas for the kids. Not for us adults. We weren't really able to. We didn't have that kind of money, it happens. So we're going to be celebrating next month instead. and I'm sure that's going to be nice. Things will probably be cheaper, probably be easier to get stuff that each of us is looking for, kind of thing. A sacrifice for the children, the parent life, but the highlight joys make everything worthwhile. Yeah, I was very glad they all got stuff that they liked. I actually stayed here for Christmas while the rest of my household traveled, which was my choice. Um, but it unfortunately meant that like my Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I did get to hang out with my best friend Christmas Eve a little bit. That was really cool. But otherwise, it just felt like just another day off. Welcome, Remnant of Chaos. Welcome, welcome. So there was no real joy or excitement with it, sadly. Um, but it's okay. Be able to make up for it when we um, celebrate next month. Because for me, birthday and Christmas are really big because gift giving and gifts is one of my main love languages. Um, so like Freya got me something so I could have something on Christmas morning, which I really do appreciate. She got me some Legos, which was cool. It's the same for me and my husband. The most of what my daughter gets now is used items in good condition and an occasional news thing. That makes sense. I think you need white for the missiles. A lot of her financial smartness is around Christmas, so she has a budget and she has to choose what she does with that budget. Do you want lots of little things, or already want one big thing? That makes sense. That's yeah, we got I think for the last couple of years pretty much everything we've gotten for the kids has been used because it's just significantly cheaper. And none of them mind. Getting those missiles tips. So they stick out. Yeah, this is really coming along. Her knowing what we spend, she appreciates because she realizes how much money it costs now. Yeah, it's everything's so expensive. So freaking expensive. She also once told me with the same budget, I can get her significantly more than she can get on her own. That's a good point, too. We even edge highlighted this a little bit, which I was not planning to do. And I'm debating if I want to do more of it. It's much better than... I saw one edged highlighted in white, and I was just like, oh, did not appreciate. Not even a little bit did I appreciate. Looks so good. Oh yeah, and there's a spot I want to put a little bit of red. To be honest, most of the Christmas deals often aren't deals. I'll wait for craft stores to drop craft kits for $2 the whole box. That's a good point. Definitely understand the savviness for that. Gotta head out, but hope the painting continues well. Thank you, Pirate D Booty. Have a wonderful Friday, my friend. And thank you once again for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Much appreciated. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna kind of start touching up the corpus black a little bit. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Ugh. Gonna give me a heart attack, Potato. Thank you for the biddies. Really appreciate that. Ugh. Forgot your bit sound made a lot of noise, but it's also... At least I wasn't like, ah! And then just slashed across the entire model with the wet paintbrush. That would stink. I have more bolts I could paint. That's why I almost felt bad, and then I realized I didn't get it messed up, which felt good. I'm also grateful I didn't fuck up the model. Oh, those are bolts. Heck yeah, more bolts. More rivets. Jump scare bits. Yeah, a little bit. Doesn't focus. Wish I had the budget for an airbrush. Specifically because I want to use an airbrush to base paint my models. So if I could friggin' do that, that would be wonderful. See the details a little bit better now. Because the bolts add, strangely, definition. In my opinion. Guessing you need the whole thing, the airbrush and the compressor. Yeah. Yeah. A few years back, we talked about getting one. It just felt like everything I had was already done. So there wasn't a whole lot of point. This was also at a time where I wasn't really sure what models I wanted to get. Because I like getting and building the models and collecting just as much as playing the game. So I almost get sad if I've got everything for an army. Could set up a throne, I'd be willing to toss something up on that. That's a good idea. Right now, my main thing I'm using Throne for is to try and raise the funds to get the Joy Toy Imperial Knight. I'm trying to raise the $200 for the deposit for that. Yeah. Here, I'll show y'all. This right here is what I'm trying to fundraise for right now. It is a giant Imperial Knight that I will proxy as a damn Titan. That is my plan. I think this is the best vehicle I've worked on in a while. How far are you away from your goal? Oh, I am so far away. So right now, I have raised $25 for it. I have the total price of it on Throne, but once it hits $200, if it hits $200, I can pre-order it for the down payment. But I've raised all of $25 for it. I stopped talking about it because it feels strange to be like, hey guys, help me pay for this awesome toy I really want. Even though, like, it would mean the world to me. I don't want it, and it's also Christmas time. So, like, I don't want to take away from anybody, even unintentionally. Okay, so on Throne, I've raised $25, so I am $175 away from the goal to make the down payment. And if I can actually raise the like $750 for the model and shipping, then I could pay for the whole thing outright. Which would be really exciting. Fair. My husband has some very expensive items like that. Yeah, like that's what I try and use the wish list for. And I guess I need to promote it more because I've got some other stuff that's crowdfunded on there, including a high grade destroy Gundam, several Gundams from the recent movie. I have a really nice looking model of the Thousand Sunny, and I have some really cool models, and then like a cool backpack that I really want to get. Maybe I should buy myself this backpack. Because it is pretty cool. Take that to work. Also, I have a stair stepper. So then I can set up a stair step redeem for 5 minutes where I face again, I put my back to the camera and I walk up the stairs for like 5 minutes. Let's say, for instance, he's a 3-foot figurine that are realistic looking. Ah, that is awesome. I'm going to suggest an airbrush for beginners that I found a while back that was only like $50. I don't know the price now, but apparently it was really good. If you do see that or come across it, Potato, if you will send it to me on Discord, I will add it to the Throne wish list, because I didn't even think about crowdfunding an airbrush. But I also need space for an airbrush. So maybe like get the airbrush and not be able to use it for a while kind of thing. Well, depending on the price of it, I'll just gift it to you. That would be really cool. You absolutely don't have to, but it would be really appreciated. Yeah, it won't get hurt or anything if you don't use it, as long as you keep it in the casing. I had mine for 6 years. Nice! It really would revolutionize me basing my models. Because I'm serious, y'all could ask Frey. I hate doing the base coat unless I could spray it on the model. Yeah, I know, which is why I would much rather get you an airbrush than get you more models, because I understand. It allows you to paint that big guy a lot faster. Oh, okay, so just to clarify, this is not a model, right? Like, this is the Joy Toy Knight is a genuine toy, and it's cheaper than actual Titans for the tabletop, which I find freaking hilarious. But yeah, it would still be really, really nice. Because then I could take vehicles and base coat them the colors that I want without having to try and find like a good paint for it, or asking Freya real nicely to do it. Yeah, seriously, it's you can look up the toys on Amazon. The Knight is not on there. But if you look up Warhammer 40K Joy Toy, you'll see all the various Joy Toy figures they have. I was really getting into them for a while when I was at my tech job before I left it. But then it wasn't in the budget to keep collecting it. Oh my gosh, I need to order some more gamer subs. And I just ordered one of my favorite characters from Space Marine 2, Sergeant Galadriel. It won't arrive for a few months, but I'm still super stoked about it. Like, so stoked. And it comes with a jump pack, which is great, because I didn't really see any jump pack Marines that I really liked. Okay. I almost missed. Man, this is exciting. I can't wait to get this thing on the table. Man, that's not too bad. It could use a ton of touch-ups. It really could. But yeah, holy crap. And honestly, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about the panel lining, but I do like the panel lining. I feel like it really brings out details on it. And I might have to think about doing more panel lining on it. Nice, yeah, I'll look into the brush. It may not be the cheapest on Amazon though, and I don't know how Throne works. So, okay, with Throne, if you find a site where it is the cheapest, and send me the link, I can put it up on my Throne wish list. And basically, you can put money towards that specific thing. I don't think shipping is usually included in the Throne stuff, but then I could basically like pull that money out and then go to the site and buy it there. Essentially. Man, I want to take a picture of this. I'm really happy with this. I'd waited to do perfect. Expect DM, of course. Potato, of course. I had really been waiting to put much effort into this, other than some basic stuff, just to get my wheels in my head going. And I've had a lot of fun working on this today. A lot of fun. It looks really pretty, though. Thank you. I love gifting tools more than minis, so I'm so glad you'll take it. Of course. Of course. I really appreciate it. And if anybody's like, Raps, I want to get you some paintbrushes. I always need paintbrushes, you guys. Especially good ones that are really good for detail, because I am terrible on my brushes. I do think something I really need to do soon is get a better camera for Toy Cam and for Franky Friday, so that y'all can see details more. Anyone who paints as much as we do consistently needs new brushes. That's all I've learned. All my old brushes become dry brushes. Yeah. I need to check Amazon, because I did order myself some models. I'm going to say they're my Santa gifts of these models. I also ordered a B2 Battle Droid. You know what? Why don't I just, once my brushes die, I make them mixing sticks for canvas related stuff. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Now, Scene in Space Marine 2. So I ordered a Captain and Phobos armor, which is funny because I used to have one. And he is going to get painted into a Void Trident Captain. I also ordered a box of Eliminators. I used to have snipers back in 9th edition, and then I sold my army before 10th dropped. And I would like to get some again. Or basing brushes, because, well, you're not going to use those, get those back. That's true. Yeah, these I'm actually excited for these, because I've started maining the sniper in Space Marine 2 recently. So you could build them with the bolt sniper rifle and with the las fusel. Looks really good. I think I'm going to build them with bolt sniper rifles, and we'll see what I take them with. It's a nice model. The hood really is pretty. It is! What the hell is this space aircraft? Well, let me see. Does it have the thing here? It doesn't. Of course, it doesn't have the Corvus Blackstar. The thing that I have been building, not building, I've already built it, painting, is called a Corvus Blackstar. And this is a gunship, here are a couple of the boarding ramps, for the Death Watch in Warhammer 40k, which is really, really cool. It actually makes an appearance at the beginning of Space Marine 2 and in the opening cinematic. And it's really, really cool. It's my second 40k dropship that I have. Let me go get the other one. Goodness, you're painting the panels and the bolts made all the different... Right? Didn't it? Like, look at the bottom. If the camera will. Like, it's even picking up the bolts on it relatively well. But I feel like it really adds a lot of definition to it. Let me go get my Valkyrie. Never been big on dropships. That's okay. Zero the Red Hero. They're not. I haven't had the best experience taking them in the tabletop. They usually get shot the fuck down. However, once or twice they've been good. I've taken a Valkyrie before and had troops emergency disembark while it was getting shot at, and that was really cool. Yeah, it makes it feel like a ship instead of just a toy. Yes, that's why I love painting all the bolts on my vehicles. It's my favorite, like, generally final step. I'm like, boop, 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 boop. And it really does help transform it from a plastic model to, like, that thing looks cool. Because a lot of people love to slather null oil on stuff or make their stuff look worn. I don't. I like my stuff to look like it's well maintained, even though it's 40k and nothing is well maintained. Hey, Smee, welcome in. Feel that way about belt studs and studs that exist on D&D miniatures. That makes sense. I totally understand that. Where's my Valkyrie? There's my Valkyrie. You'll have to forgive me. My Valkyrie is extremely dusty and started life green, and then I spray painted it to white to be a Valhallan Valkyrie. And then I repainted it black and gave it some red highlights. Because I was going to proxy it. I did end up several times actually proxying it as a Corvus Blackstar. I just never think of dropships. The only thing I can think of that drops Marines off the top of my head is the drop pod. Well, that's funny you say that, because I have a drop pod right here. And I recommend every Space Marine player have at least one drop pod, if not two. They are so much fun to bring in units with. I need to use it more. It's been a while since I've used it. And then a friend of mine has let me kind of perma-loan his drop pod so that I can take two. And I've used them before with the Death Watch, before Death Watch was kind of folded into Imperial Agents, and now they have their own detachment again. And I had a really good time with it. It was great for kind of just dropping troops out in the open, giving them a little bit of cover, and also like some area denial. Man, now that they're side by side, thank you for the biddies, Potato. I did not enjoy building the drop pod. That's fair. I really did enjoy it. I was surprised how much I enjoyed building it. Honestly, looking at these side by side, I'm kind of disappointed at the scale of the Corvus Blackstar, because it should be bigger than the Valkyrie. I don't know if they redid the Valkyrie model at some point. Also, mine has a working ramp, and I fucking love that. Because I could probably take some troops and like glue them to the base so they're like shooting out of the back of the Valkyrie. Sadly, the doors that could slide on the sides were glued shut when I got them. I don't really have a way to fix that. Also, what are you gonna look like if I put you on the stand you're supposed to be on? No? How about this way? Oh, it's much lower. Man, it's so low. Yeah, I really like dropships. I think one of the models I want to get next. Oh my gosh, I could literally. I'm gonna add some stuff from the Warhammer website to my throne wish list. Cause why not? Let's see. I already have some jump pack marines. I've done opening doors and I much prefer them. Do you prefer them closed or open? You know what? I really kind of want a box of Blade Guard veterans. So we are going to add that to Throne. Enable crowdfunding. Waiting for it to load. Takes a minute. Hey, Mac Daddy, how are you doing today? Save image. Yep. Click to upload image. Yeah, we're going to enable crowdfunding on that. Yep. Add to wish list. Like on Land Raiders, also lets me paint the interior and not let all the detail be in prison forever. Same. My Land Raiders, one of them is glued and fused shut, I believe, and the other one is wide open, which I love, because then I can stage troops coming out of it. It's why I like my drop pod not glued shut, so the doors can drop. I think that looks really, really good. Mac Daddy, you're joining us after I'm kind of done working on it. Now I'm kind of shopping to update my throne wish list. I painted, it's not 100% done, none of my models ever really are, but I painted this Corvus Blackstar, which is a gunship from the beginning of Space Marine 2. Put my tiny magnets in my Land Raider. Ooh, that's awesome. That is really cool. Alright, so I got the Blade Guard added. I've already ordered eliminators. Do I need another repulsor? Maybe. Maybe. Baby. Ooh, you know, I really kind of want a Lord of Change. Got you tabbed up? I appreciate that, Smee. Thank you. Did paneling, more paneling, money intended on, and it looked great. Yeah, I definitely didn't intend to do the paneling I did, and I'm quite happy with the result. I've got 30 Rubik Marines, I've got 20 Zangors, I have Exalted Sorcerers. Okay, so let's see. What do we have that's as seen in secret level? Nothing. Cool. So let's go. Let's just look at General Space Marines. Batir, I know you just brought up Space Marine 2. I did! Yes. Yes, I did. I really like Space Marine 2. It was my 2024 game of the year. You obviously do a Dreadnought. So I don't know about a Helldrake. That feels like a lot of detail. I might have to pay someone to paint that. I do have a few Dreadnoughts. I have a Redemptor Dreadnought that I need to keep working on. It's missing a ton of paint. I kind of painted a little bit in the middle of the night when it was really dark. And then I also have a Ballistus Dreadnought. As you can see, I clearly have space for a Brutalis Dreadnought, so I can have all three versions of the Primaris Dreadnought. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to look better when I'm done with it. This one looks pretty good. Pretty happy with this one. It was a Deathwatch Dreadnought until recently. I guess, to be fair, I have no flying units for my Thousand Suns, so adding a Helldrake is probably not the worst idea. I'm just not sure that I want to paint a Helldrake. I could probably use a Captain in Gravis armor. Honored of the chapter. This comes with 3 Blade Guards, an Ancient. I kind of want this box. Helldrakes are kind of fun. Adds. Wait till y'all are back. I do need to get more Eradicators because I traded mine. Save this. Going over to Throne. Beep, 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 Let me upload my image. Add to wish list. Okay, Eradicators have been added to the wish list. Probably couldn't hurt to have Assault Intercessors. I have Tor Gargadon. Part of me kind of wants to get Marnius Calgar with this Vitrix Honor Guard. Got Reavers. What's up, Bonafide? How you doing, man? Ooh, I do kind of want to get some Primaris Interceptors. I'm going to add those to the Throne wish list, too. I painted a Helldrake. Literally any warband will be perfectly fine to paint one as long as they're plain. That makes sense. Crowdfunding. Alright, so Inceptors have been added to the list. Did they do Primaris Assault Terminators? I don't know. I do Night Lords, so I had 5 trillion lightning bolts. You paint them the primary color, then hand paint trim. That makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. You're a Night Lords fan, huh? That's pretty sweet. Night Lords are very popular. Do I want a Primaris Librarian Phobos armor? Maybe? What's up, Insane Lawyer? How you doing? Got a box of Hellblasters that I've built and painted. Actually, they need repainting still. And I need to watch Captain Artemis. I'm alright, just working-ish. Well, I hope work's going well. Yeah, I like the Night Lords because I just find them neat. Okay. Without telling me about all the things they do to people, because we don't need to get graphic here, what are your favorite things about the Night Lords? Them and Iron Warriors are my preferred Undivided. The Iron Warriors, I like the meme of the Iron Warriors, and I actually have a box of Iron Warrior Terminators. Oh, right, hang on. Iron Warrior Terminators. that I painted, and I did the hazard stripes on them because I watched the Iron Within short. I like the motif of the Night Lords. They do look really cool. I will definitely give you that. The evil Batman vampire look, yeah, it's pretty sweet. I've got jump pack intercessors. I have a captain with the jump pack. Company heroes. Part of me kind of wants to get another box or an actual box of Stern Guards so I can custom build them how I want them. Especially because I do kind of like the banners. Ooh, I did buy Lionel Johnson, and I bought an extra one for my best friend Trash Bandits, and he's going to build and paint my lion. I'm very excited. And I'm going to get Gilliman soon, and Freya's going to paint Gilliman for me. All my Primarchs are being painted by different people. I love it. I just really don't like the whole violence bit with mine because I suck at it. That's fair. This is very fair. I bought a box of Fenrisian wolves for Freya. Yeah, I had someone come in a while back and talking about how much they love skinning children because they're a Night Lords fan and shit, and I was just like, okay. I see, I kind of wish I had that stand, but... What else do we have? I've got Outriders. I don't really want Firstborn vehicles, to be honest. I really like the Primaris vehicles. I used to have a servo turret that I painted really well. You think I needed a chaplain on the bike? I used to have one. He was my meta's like personal representation in my army because he was a standalone motorcycle guy. He is a really neat mini. I had a really good time painting him. Yeah, Rabute Gilliman. He and Angron are next on my Primarch list. Maybe I should add them to my throne. You like bike guys? I have a squad of Outrider bikes and one Invader ATV, and I personally prefer the Invader ATV than the Outrider bikes because I love being able to bring the Melta, or the multi-melts that they can take. But the bikes are really cool. They're definitely pretty sweet. I've also debated getting an Invictus Tactical Warsuit. Boom, boom. The Ravenwing bikes are pretty sweet, but they're for Firstborn still. That's actually a pretty badass combat patrol. Blade Guard, Gravis Armor Captain. I don't know why, because he can't lead those units. Hellblasters, 5 Hellblasters and 10 Intercessors. That's actually a really good box. Hey, Savage Queen, good morning! You want to see what I've been working on? I'm currently adding stuff to my throne wish list. But this is what I painted today. I went above and beyond what I was expecting to do. I panel lined a little bit. I added some blue and red stripes along the sides so it could be faster and it could be luckier. I painted some of the camera lenses and stuff. I was really excited about that. I did the Inquisition Eye, which probably needs touching up. Most of the model needs touching up. I did the missile tips. I painted rivets all over the model to kind of bring out some added detail. I need to paint the rivets up here. And there are rivets back here. Look, there are a lot more rivets that I can paint. That is cool. I like that. But yeah, it's a space dropship. It's called a Corvus Blackstar, and it is amazing. It is so fucking awesome. Yeah, I'm so excited. And I'm also, like I said, updating my throne wish list with chat. We're going to add the Brutalis Dreadnought. It's the last one I'm missing out of the Primaris Dreadnoughts. Because I built and painted a box knot and it was really cool, but I much prefer to take the Primaris vehicles. Thank you, Savage Queen. I really appreciate that. Also, if anybody does want to check out my throne wish list, you are absolutely welcome to. I have the link down below, and it'll also occasionally pop up in the chat. If you want to get me something from there or put money towards it, it would all be absolutely greatly appreciated. Oh, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. If I had realized this box still existed, I would not have bought the stuff that I bought myself, because I really wanted this box. It's got 10 Phobos Marines, like like light armor Marines. Oh, perfect. Look, there's my throne wish list. Look at that. It comes with 3 snipers and 3 suppressors, which I've never been able to take in game, and I really kind of want to. That is really cool. Oh man, and I used to have this captain with the relic shield. And I had the lieutenant with the storm shield too. Both of which are really cool. Maybe I will add a Helldrake. The relic shields are really cool pieces. They are. They look so good. They really, really do look good. All the codexes in different languages. Ooh, Grey Knights. Oh, I have Grandmaster Volus. He's one of my best painted models. Like, I have a blue stuff mold of the shields. Dude, that's sweet. This is the box knot that I built and painted. And I do kind of want a Storm Raven. I'm not gonna lie. I want a Thunderhawk, but I don't know if that's really practical. Ooh, you can equip it with plasma guns. Hurricane bolters strapped to the sides as an option, it looks like. That's cool. So if I ever start the Templars, I can put the intricate God Emperor shields on all the vehicles. Smart. Smart, yeah. Storm bolters on the sides, twin bolters, twin las cannons, rocket pods. This thing looks pretty frickin' sick. Alright. Oh my gosh, the baby carrier. I could always use another Land Raider. Which, sadly, you can't pick up in stores for the most part. As someone who's seen a Thunderhawk in person, good frickin' luck. Are they just that massive? I've got the Watchmaster. I need to get another Invader ATV, I feel like, so I can build a squad of them. Yeah, it feels like I want to get one to be the center point of my army. And mainly for, like, show, if that makes sense. Welcome in, Witchy Hammer. I'm updating my throne wish list while chat hangs out. That is a dope-ass demon prince. Much better than my shitty one. Good morning. Obscenely large. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. Because of you, Red Hero, I'm going to go ahead and add a Helldrake to the throne wish list. Oh, I need to check the prices of the other ones, because it might have screwed up the pricing really bad on all of them. Oh my gosh. Hang on. I'm having to update the price on all of these because it auto-filled them in at like $200. Okay, yeah, it auto-filled those. Oh my gosh. Genuinely didn't find the trim bad at all in a Helldrake, but that's for me actually liking trim. I imagine then that you might enjoy painting Thousand Suns if that ever piqued your interest. I do need to get some more Zangor characters, but I just don't have it in me to paint more Zangors. And I have 30 total Terminators for Chaos. And I have Helldrake. I need some Chaos Spawn. My backlog still sits unfinished because I'm Proliferant and a Stinks and Magenta Maga Era in backlog. Okay. Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff built that needs more paint. What's new and exclusive? What are our new releases? Part of me kind of wants to get this Extraction Exactin Squad. All Forge World Knights. Oh, I see. Ooh, those look really cool. Oh, that's actually pretty sweet. Look at that. Just little raised terrain. Yo, that's awesome. I could really use those. Agastus Knight and the Mechanicum Questoris. That's dope, dude. That's seriously really cool. New and exclusive. What are pre-orders? What nothing for pre-orders yet. Alright, so if I want an actual Thunderhawk, it's almost $1,000, y'all. Oh my gosh. It's like 800 points. And it's a Forge World model, which means it's resin. So I'm just like, brother, But I think you can actually fit a Rhino inside, which is cool to me. Yeah, it seems like it. What terrain do they have? It's not a bad kill team box for terrain. I do have a Hammerfall bunker, and I freaking love that thing. I need a Nautilus crown at some point. Definitely need an Nautilus crown. But, yeah. That's where we're at. Chat, it has been fun, but I need to eat and shower and get to bed soon. I appreciate each and every one of you. And we are gonna go find someone to raid. Ideally, I would love to find somebody who is painting models. Let's see. There's not a category for it. Versus events? No. Dang it. Thank you for the check-in, Insane Lunar. You guys got about another minute or so to get your check-ins in before we pop out of here. Ooh. My friend Gothic Cat is online. They are going to play Zenless Zone Zero. They're absolutely a wonderful streamer, and I'm excited to get to raid them. I don't normally get that chance to, so we are gonna pop over there. They're not in any of the networking discords, but they are absolutely wonderful. give her my love and y'all's. She's absolutely amazing. And I will see all of you on the next stream, which will be Monday morning. I'm taking the weekend off from streaming. Unless I stream Saturday night into Sunday. We shall see. But until next time, I love you all. Have a great weekend. And take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.
Invite the working night, bodies leading through the night, building models ready to fight. Go, go, badgers, none force might. Comic books and sci-fi dreams, boxers, steamers on the scene. Controllers in hand, lands to command. Together they take a stand. Go, go, badgers, nerd force. Mama masters never frozen. In their costumes, they're in motion. Gaming legends, pure devotion. Paper strokes, every hue. Badgers crafting something new. Armor shining, cosplay crew. Go, go, badgers breaking through. Winter strokes, every